Previously on Barcode Battler Museum. Combat King Zero made a poorly paced April Fool's Day video about a version of the Barcode Battler from Australia. Since then, he's been working on a translation of a manual for the Super Barcode Wars. Return of the Rival. Duel of the Barcode Handhelds.
Wait, who are you?
I'm the narrator. Just pretend like I'm not here.
No. This is the Barcode Battler Museum.
Super Barcode Wars is better than the Barcode Battler.
Look, if I made videos on all the different barcode scanning handhelds, I'd probably be here for the rest of my life and still not cover them all.
Just this once, people want to know more about the Dragon Ball Z version.
It's not even an Epoch product.
You could make it a Patreon exclusive.
Alright then, I'll give it a go.
Wait, that's the wrong sound effect.
Fine. There doesn't appear to be a story in the manual, so instead I'll dive into the history of the Super Barcode Wars. Back in the late 1980s and 1990s, the console war between computer gaming giants Nintendo and Sega was prominent globally. But over in the land of the rising sun, another rivalry between two toy companies gave consumers a little extra choice. In 1991, Epoch released the Barcode Battler. Not to be outdone, Bandai, a toy company known outside of Japan for making Power Rangers toys before the acquisition of the franchise by Hasbro, released their own barcode scanning handheld. To quote the English on the manual,
Multi-Scanning System, Super Barcode Wars, Game Playing Manual, 3 game modes, Super Barcode Battle Mode, Original Barcode Battle Mode, Role-Playing Game Mode. With multi-scanning system, all kind of data inputted. We can enjoy unlimited battles in just this system through former barcode battle system can't do it. Connecting game board accessory, we can play super role-playing game, and Sound IC rouses up impressive battle.
Bold claims right there, but can these be substantiated? On a hardware level, yes. The ROM contains 3 game modes, the same number as on the Barcode Battler, and its sequel unit. But there's more variation, and none of the modes contain ROM-exclusive opponents. All of the CPU-controlled enemies must first be scanned in from cards. Game 1 uses the 2 blank cards, or any plain card with a pattern of black and white lines affixed to it, for a 2-player competitive battle. Game 2 uses the 62 non-blank cards for a 2-player competitive battle, where players can boost their own stats or reduce their opponent's stats through successive rounds of scanning. Game 3 uses the 62 non-blank cards in addition to the board and 4 plastic figurines for a 1 to 4 player RPG. As well as the expanded gameplay, the LCD screen layout has a lot more going on, with visual prompts for timing strong attacks. The sound is also improved upon, not only from the sound chip mentioned on the front of the manual, but also from the electromagnetically driven loudspeaker, which offers a better audio frequency response curve when compared to the piezoelectric speakers of the Barcode Battler product line. The rivalry didn't stop at just the toy companies. Entertainment companies also picked sides. Nintendo, Falcom, Tentomushi Comics, Sega, and Korokoro Comic all licensed characters for the Epoch branded handhelds, while Bandai struck up deals with Shueisha, Toho, Toei, and Comic Bomb Bomb. Capcom appears to have licensed Street Fighter II cards for both systems, but also offered other properties for Bandai. Based on the Super Technics Guide, a leaflet which comes with each version of the Super Barcode Wars hardware, here's how the games work. Game 1 is multi-scanning mode. In this game, we don't use the official Super Barcode Wars cards, but instead we make use of anything else with patterns of black and white lines, such as retail barcodes, writing, or line art. Part of the scanning instructions recommend these techniques: adjusting the speed of the scan, moving the card up and down as it passes through the scanner, going backwards halfway through the scan, and pulling the card up and out of the slot halfway through a scan. This is a nightmare to figure out how it works, so I won't even try. Let's try with a standard Barcode Battler card. Oh, luckily I have another Super Barcode Wars unit, so let's continue. First turn on the power switch, then press the mode key until Game 1 is selected. Press the left battle button to confirm. Each player may have up to 5 cards. Once the final card for each player has been scanned, press the battle button. The handheld will amalgamate the scanned data for each player to create a unique fighter. To attack, press the offense key, which will set the attack scale going. Press again to stop the attack scale when it's as full as possible to maximize your damage. To recover, press the defense key. Similarly, a defense scale will run, and pressing it again will also stop it. Both scales will eventually time out if allowed to do so. When the first player has chosen their action, they must press their battle button to allow the next player to decide their action. After the second player presses their battle button, the round plays out and the damage or recovery values are decided. If both players have health points remaining, a new round begins and the process is repeated. If one player loses all their health points, the other player wins, and if both players lose all their health points in the same turn, it's a draw. Game 2 is called Original Barcode Battle Mode, even though this machine came first. Anyway, we can take the 62 official Super Barcode Wars cards and shuffle them. Each player gets 3 cards. Before play begins, each player may look at their cards and decide to discard up to 3 of them, replacing them only once. Put the discarded cards under the deck. With the power switch on, press the mode key until Game 2 is selected, then press the left battle key. The first player is chosen at random, and both are given a base character with the same stats. At the start of each round, each player may scan one of their cards, then discard it, drawing another to replace it. The exception is card 17, which may be scanned in right after any other card. If this is the case, discard number 17 as well, and draw another card to replace that one. Why number 17? I guess it had to go somewhere. One thing to note, some cards have negative values. These affect the opponent and not the current player. After scanning their cards, each player then presses their battle key, followed by either their offense or defense key, and the round progresses the same as Game 1. At the end of a round, if one player's HP is reduced to 0, the other wins. If they both have HP, a new round begins. If both have 0 HP at the end of the same round, it's a draw. If, after 9 rounds, nobody has lost all of their HP, the winner is the one with the most HP. Game 3 is the RPG mode. This gets complicated, so please bear with me. 1 to 4 players can take part, and the deck is split up as so. Each player gets 1 player card, the rest are put to one side. Each player also uses the figurine which matches their card. In the Dragon Ball Z set, Son Goku, Son Gohan, Vegeta, and Future Trunks are all available. The 1-star cards are the ultimate training cards, not to be confused with the end of training cards, which I'll get to shortly. The 2-star cards are the Android cards, including Android 16, 17, 18, and Cell. The 3-star cards are the character cards, which can be split into 2 types. Battle cards, which reduce opponent stats, and training and recovery type cards, which increase the player's stats. Among the training and recovery type are the end of training cards, which have a green stripe. Also, there are 2 Piccolo support cards, A and B. A, or number 17, doubles the player's current attack points, and may only be used along the outer circle. B, or number 18, adds to the player's current attack points, defense rate, and accuracy, and may only be used along the inner circle. Finally, the 4-star cards are the enemy cards. Enemies include Androids 19 and 20, Cooler, Freezer, King Cold, Cooler's Army,
Gunyu,
Joyce, Saturn, Aldo,
Rikku, and together we are Epoch Center!
Toku Sentai, Toku Sentai, Toku Sentai.
All versions of the game have essentially the same board, but with different art. The same is true of the cards, although expansion cards are available, such as this Trunks card, which is numbered 133. All players start on the start space. Turn on the Super Barcode Wars and press the mode key until Game 3 is selected. Then press the battle key to begin. Each player scans their player card, followed by the battle key when all players have registered. The current player is shown on the player indicator. All players use the left side keys in this mode. Press the battle key to randomly select a number of spaces, then move the figurine. The number of stars shows the action to take. 3 stars involve a character card. There are 4 sub-varieties of 3-star spaces. If the last character is Ru, discard a character card. If the last character is Ku, draw a character card. If the last character is U, take a character card from another player if they have one you want. If there are 2 3-star symbols, trade your character cards with the player of your choice. In single-player mode, this space causes the player to discard their character cards before drawing as many from the top of the character deck. Keep your character cards on full display so that all other players can see them at all times. Each player may hold a maximum of 3 character cards. Drawing a 4th demands discarding one. Ultimate training cards are counted separately. 4-star spaces start an enemy battle. Draw an enemy card and scan it in. Then discard the enemy. Now choose a character card if you have one. Scanning one of the end of training cards here. No, that's an ultimate training card. Yes, that one's good. Will unlock the ability to enter the inner circle when you next pass or land on a stop space. I'll get to that in a bit. With the character scanned in, you may also scan Piccolo's support A, number 17, at the start of each round of one battle if you have it. The offense key will begin an attack, the same as in games 1 and 2. The defense key will attempt to retreat. If the retreat attempt fails, you may be defeated. At the end of each round, a new round will begin if both players have HP remaining. If the player has 0 HP, even if they defeat the enemy in the same round, they lose all of their power-ups and character cards and must go back to the start space. If the player defeats the opponent, they get to level up. At the end of the battle, discard all cards used in that battle, enemy and character, to the bottoms of their respective decks. Draw a new character card, and play will continue with the next player. After defeating an enemy in a battle involving the end of training card, the player has the opportunity to move to the inner circle. This happens when they reach a stop space. If this happens mid-turn, move from the outer circle to the inner circle and continue moving until you've used your movement steps up. Players who make it to the inner circle will have an opportunity to battle the androids if they land on a 1 and 2-star space. Start by scanning the 2-star android card, followed by the 1-star ultimate training card. No, not that one. Yes, that's right. With the ultimate training card scanned in, you may also scan in Piccolo's support B, number 18, at the start of each round of one battle if you have it. The battle then continues in the same manner as with a regular enemy. If you defeat Cell, you win and the game is over. If you lose to any of the androids or Cell, you are returned to the start space on the outer circle and must discard all your character cards. The Super Barcode Wars is certainly an interesting machine. Packaging the same game under different aesthetics is definitely an interesting way to sell the game to different fandoms, such as with Dragon Ball Z and SD Gundam, with expansion packs for fans of Ultraman, Godzilla, and Mega Man, among others. It's different enough from the Barcode Battler that it's worth buying at least one if you're a collector of barcode scanning handhelds. On a technical level, yes, it is a higher spec, but it only works with retail barcodes in Game 1, which has no consistent algorithm for generating battle data. You can scan the same barcode in multiple times, and if it's done with a slight difference in speed or direction, it'll give you different stats. For me, this is frustrating. The proprietary barcode format it uses is one of the reasons why all of its card sets are officially licensed, which is nice, and the better quality sound output is easier on the ears. But this wasn't released outside of Japan, so it's less accessible than the Barcode Battler 2 and its multilingual release, which is why the Super Barcode Wars is relatively unheard of. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please click on the like button, and if you're not already subscribed and want more Barcode Battler content, you know where to find the subscribe button and the notification bell. As this is primarily a Barcode Battler channel, I'll be focusing on the Epoch product range of barcode scanning handhelds. But for each person who supports us on Patreon, I'll translate one Super Barcode Wars Dragon Ball Z card and dedicate each to a supporter. My next translation project will be dedicated card software number 1, Chuhai Kan's Counterattack. Due to high sales numbers, the following translation project will be the Falcom Lord Monarch cards. If you'd like to suggest a Barcode Battler or Super Barcode Wars product I should translate after that, please let me know on Patreon.
Next time on Barcode Battler Museum, Combat King Zero will be translating Chuhai Kan's Counterattack.
Dude, I just said that!
Sorry, it's kind of a habit of mine.